I'm wondering if you could give any feedback on how suddenly there are experiences happening, and if my intention is to work on point consciousness, do I just go with those experiences and then come back to point consciousness goal later, or should I just be like, oh, I'm having a conversation and then just let that go too, or any thoughts in general?
Yes. First of all, don't fight with that. It's there. Over time, you should be able to let those experiences go. Basically tell them, not now, later. I'm just going to sit here and be. I don't want my attention drawn to textures. I don't want my attention drawn to other things. I just want to be here with no thoughts, without my attention being drawn to anything. So you should work on that, but don't fight with it or struggle with it. Just have that intention to do that. Your mind is busy. Because it's difficult for you to do nothing. Sometimes we find doing nothing is one of the hardest things for us to do. Doing nothing is almost, in your mind, is kind of equated to wasting time. It's like you need to be doing something. And if you're not doing something, and you don't have something to do, well, at least you'll look at the texture on the wall, or something like that. So it's just busy stuff that you stick in there just to be doing something. Well, that constant need to be doing something is not really what we want running in the background. Because if it's running now in your foreground, when you don't have any thoughts or any sense data, it's going to be running in your background all the time. And what it'll do is it'll just become noise in your background and distractions in your background. You're going to want to focus on something and be connected to something, and you'll see textures, and you'll see this, and you'll see that, and all this stuff going on. And you don't know then whether that's part of what you're involved in, or whether it's superfluous or what it is. So you don't want all that stuff just wandering around in your backgrounds. It just adds noise to your signal. And if you're working on something new, that signal is often subtle. And if you have a noisy signal, it just makes it harder. So it's not a terrible thing. It's just, you're busy. You need to stay busy. Doing nothing is a difficult thing. You'll have to practice just doing nothing, because that will, in the long run, give you a much better signal to noise ratio when you are doing things. They'll be clearer. They'll be more obvious. So work on it, Nathan, but work on it gently. Don't say, darn, there's that stuff again, because that will just be, that's going in the wrong direction. You just have to say, all right, there it is. Fuzzy walls, go away. Not now. Perhaps some other time, but I'm not really interested in that now. And all the other stuff that kind of just slides by. So that's kind of fine-tuning your control over your consciousness. So your consciousness does what you want. Your intent is the power that makes your consciousness do things. It's that intention. And you want that intention to be clear and pure and powerful. So to do that, you need to take all of the resources of that intention and put them to your service, rather than have them just kind of, buzzing around in the background, doing things. Good question.
Thank you, Tom. Really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.